Good morning, grade 7th. So here is our next task that we're going to do today. It's going to be done on video, or you're going to follow this video. And what I need you to do is to pull out a piece of paper, loose leaf or whatever, and a pencil or a pen that you can just write down some ideas on, that you're going to be doing a little bit of work on the internet as you do this assignment. Okay, we have been studying about human rights. What are the human rights? And our next step is we're going to talk a little bit about the violations sometimes that happen where people's human rights are denied to them. Okay? So one of the very first page that you did for me on this, since we've been doing our distance learning, had these key questions here. How does discrimination and prejudice in modern Canadian society compare with during other periods in Canada's past or in other societies? So when you think about that, were these human rights always granted to everybody in Canada throughout history? And are these human rights being granted to everyone across the world even today? So those are some of the key ideas that we are going to be focusing on. Okay? So here's what we're going to do today. All right, so human rights. This is a booklet that I gave to you. You were just supposed to read. I think I gave it to you. Anyway, if not, I will double check and then upload it again today. All right, what are human rights? So I'm going to go through all the basic human rights that are in the Declaration Charter of Human Rights, that it's sort of written in kid-friendly language. And then what I'm going to do is ask you guys, as we go through all of the rights, to pause the recording, and then you're going to look up a few things. You're going to look up whether or not, when or where these human rights are being violated. Through that, I'd like you to include a few things: dates, places, and how they are being violated. Okay? For example, if someone's being denied the right for education, why is that happening? Okay? I'm going to break this video in all the human rights down into 2 separate videos. So we'll do half today and half, I guess, next week. Okay? So let's get started. Our very first human right is we are all born free and equal. Okay? We're all born free. We all have our own thoughts and ideas. We should be able to be treated in the same way. Now, can you think of a time through history, or, you don't have to do both, or a time or a place here in Canada today, a society, where people are not born free or are not treated as equals? So what you're going to do is pause the video, and then you're going to look this up on the internet. You're just going to make some notes. And then after we finish all of this, what we're going to do is you're going to type it all up, submit it to me, plus a reflection as to how we treat people in the world. Okay? So, first thing you're going to do is search up where or when people are not born free or considered equal. Pause the video now. Okay. Next one. Don't discriminate. These are rights that belong to everybody, whatever our differences are. Now, we know discrimination happens on a daily basis, even right here in our own school. So, can you think of a time or a place where discrimination is running rampant right now? So what you'll do is look it up on the computer, write it down, remember the when, where, why it's happening. Okay, pause the video now. Okay, the third one, the right to life. We all have a right to life and to live freely and safely. Okay? We all have the right to live. No one can take our lives away from us for no reason. Okay, we deserve our freedom and we deserve to be safe. Now, can you think of, or if you can't think of one, look up a place where people's right to life is denied to them? Pause video now. Okay, no slavery. Nobody has the right to make us a slave, and we cannot make other people our slave. Can you think of a place right now where that is being denied? Pause the video now. Number 5, no torture. Nobody has the right to hurt us or to torture us. Okay? And when we're talking, we're not talking discipline, but we're talking torture, where there's excessive violence caused to a human being. Okay? Can you think of a time or a place where this right does not happen? Where this right is being violated? Okay, number 6. You have rights no matter where you go. I'm a person just like you. So if you're traveling, you have rights, regardless of the country that you go to or the society that you are going to. You still have your human rights. Can you think of a time or a place where this gets violated? Look it up. Pause the video now. Number 7, we are all equal before the law. The law is the same for everyone. It must treat us all fairly. Okay? So no matter who you are, where you're from, what your sexual orientation is, your religion, your culture, your language, you are all to be treated equal by the law. Okay? Can you think of a time or a place, a society today where this does not happen, where this gets violated? Pause video now. Okay, number 8, your human rights are protected by law. We can all ask for the law to help us when we are not being treated fairly. Okay, so if somebody isn't treating you fairly, you have the right by law to ask for help for that. Now, can you think of a place or a time when that right is being violated? Pause the video now. Number 9, no unfair detainment. Nobody has a right to put us in prison without good reason and keep us there, or to send us away from our country. So no one can throw you in jail if you haven't committed a crime. Okay? There has to be just cause and evidence for you to be detained. Okay? Or for somebody to send you away from your country. Now, can you think of a time or a place when this human right was violated? Pause video now. Okay, number 10. You have the right to a trial. If you are put on trial, this should be in public to ensure the fairness and that people aren't taking advantage of the courts. People who try us should not let anyone tell them what to do. Okay? So your trial should be open to the public, and it needs to be done in an open forum to ensure that everyone is being treated fairly. Now, can you think of a time or a place where this human right was violated? Pause video now. Okay, number 11. We are always innocent until proven guilty. Nobody should be blamed for doing something until it is proven. When people say we did a bad thing, we have the right to show them it's not true. So when you're considered innocent until proven guilty, it is up to the people who are charging you with the crime to have adequate evidence to prove your guilt. Okay, like fingerprints on a bloody knife. Okay, they have to prove with evidence that you are guilty. Otherwise, you are considered innocent. Now, can you think of a time or a place where this does not happen? Pause video. Okay, guys, we're going to stop it at number 11 for today. We'll finish the rest up next week. So do not lose this piece of paper, okay, because you're going to type this up later and then add to it from the next week's video. And then you're going to reflect on that and write a reflection about violations of human rights across history and or the world. You can choose. I'll be very clear when I write that up for you. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun with this.